Guys, today we're going on
I'm setting reminders for later.
Disney Safari. There's no way.
Tomorrow or like sometime. It's gonna be like tomorrow morning.
Yo. Little squirrel on the walk. Oh, Dana! Come on! Viper Wolf just got that from Avatar. It's a walk-on.
The Harambe Wildlife Reserve. A few very important safety items before you get going. Please make sure that at all times you remain seated. Hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the truck at all times. And yes, that includes our kids. You gotta stay seated, same spot they are now, facing forward the whole safari. Hang on tight to any personal belongings. Anything falls out of the truck, I will not be able to stop and grab it. It probably won't come back in the same condition if you lost it. So just be sure to let me know. We'll get it back to you as soon as possible. And please do not hoot, holler, whistle, yell, bark, make kissing noises, make roaring noises, yell at these animals' names or call them in any way, shape, or form because they are real, live, wild animals. Now we're currently heading to the first section reserve here called the Little Ituri Forest. Animals here in the forest tend to rely on camouflage to disguise themselves in predators, but we're in fantastic luck here. That tall black viper to the right-hand side, that's called a saddle-billed stork. To the left-hand side here are some bongos, these dark brown orange antelope, long tan black horns. Way back to the right-hand side too, you might also see an okapi walking around back there. Dark brown animal, black and white stripes, their legs and hindquarters. Now the saddle-billed stork, think the name from the yellow piece they have on top of the bill. It's built like a saddle, they're around 5 feet tall, wings around 9 feet long. The bongos, both males and females grow the horns that they have. They're also known as the ghosts of the forest because of how that they're seen. And that okapi out there, despite them looking like they're a pair of zebra pants, they're actually not related to the zebra at all. Their closest known relative is the giraffe. The okapi have a long purplish-black prehensile tongue, just like the giraffe, which goes around 16 to 18 inches long. It's actually long enough that if they wanted to, the okapi can lick their own eyeballs and inner ear. Now, I know it sounds a little bit gross, but don't lie. If your tongue was that long, you'd want to try it too. I know that I would at least. Way back there to the left-hand side, there's a black rhino. Another one of us here on this hillside here too. The black rhino is one of 5 different rhino species and the smaller of the 2 that live out here in Africa. They grow around 2,600 pounds fully grown, so the word small is relative.
Oh, just block the rhino.
Also a prehensile, triangular-shaped upper lip.
I can't.
It's in tree branches to eat. Those light brown sandy antelope back to the right-hand side, those are called greater kudu. Only male greater kudu are horns. Those ones we know were female. They are more than... Out of the river here, this is going to be a great place to find some aquatic animals. We'll keep a lookout for any sort of dark shadows in the water. Maybe some bubbles popping up here and there. Those are usually some good signs of finding some wildlife around us. We're in some luck. To the right-hand side, there are a couple of Nile hippopotamus. If you can't see them on the right-hand side, though, don't worry. We'll probably find more on the left-hand side because you're to see too. Hippos actually spend around 16 to 18 hours a day inside the water. They'll normally only come to water at nighttime or it's cooler out like late afternoon, early mornings to graze their mix or to take a nap. On average, adult hippos will eat around 80 pounds of food every single day. And that's also the same average weight of baby hippos whenever they're born, 80 pounds. They only keep on guard from there. And they might look like they have a lot of fat in their bodies, but actually don't. Hippos are mostly of a muscle, very strong and very dense animals. They sink to the bottom easier than they float to the top. So to get around, hippos like to run along the bottom of riverbanks. And they can actually reach speeds around 30 miles per hour when they want to. And that doesn't mean hippos can't swim, though. They're actually spectacular swimmers. Their closest known relative is the dolphin. To the left-hand side, there are some Nile crocodiles out here in the shorelines. Crocodiles are exothermic animals. Their heat comes from outside sources. They don't make it themselves. Like every reptile, they are cold-blooded. Nile crocodiles are 11 feet in length, and so speeds around 22 miles per hour, which might not sound very fast, but when you put it in perspective, it definitely is. Michael Phelps, Olympic gold medalist swimmer, he swims right around 4 miles per hour, so 22 is no joke. We're going to start heading out towards the savannah now. It's the next section reserve, also the largest section, and there's a lot less tree coverage. Instead of relying on camouflage, most animals rely on their safety in numbers, as well as their speed in order to outmaneuver predators. Coming up to the right-hand side here is one of the important types of tree in the savannah called the baobab tree. And baobab trees have a few different names too. About 9 months out of the year, all the branches on this type of tree become completely leafless to help them conserve their water. But that does make it look like their roots are above the ground, giving them the nickname of the upside-down tree. During the dry season, the baobab trees will store gallons and gallons of water inside the trunks. Animals with tusks and horns will come up and puncture holes in the bark, then drink the water until the inside. It's kind of like sticking a straw inside of a giant wooden juice box. That gives those trees the second name of the tree of life. And it's Speaking of life, we're in some pretty great luck out here this past day already. Once we come down the hill here to the right-hand side, I saw a Hartman's Mountain Zebra. You can see him there pretty easily.
Oh, a zebra.
The Hartman's Mountain Zebra is one of 3 different species of zebra. They all have different types of stripes and colorings.
Bro.
The Hartman's Mountain Zebras also grow a dewlap. It's that flap of skin that's on your neck, and they're the only type of zebra that grows them. The zebra stripes are also unique to each individual zebra. A lot like a human's fingerprint. Within 15 minutes of being born, baby zebras will memorize some of the stripes to become the dazzle. Baby zebras is called the dazzle.
Bro caught us at a bad
Left-hand
time.
side here, good place to find a few predators. So let's see if anybody's home. A lot of predators are nocturnal, so we'll see if we can take a nap. We'll see if we can spot. So there are some African wild dogs there in that tent. Orange dogs, black-eyed markings, long white tips and tails. Also called African painted dogs, named after the painted patchwork icons they have treated to each individual animal. The African painted dogs are also not related to hyenas. They're not even part of the same family of animals. Hyenas are part of the Hyenidae family, whereas painted dogs are considered canines. They were closer to our child's pets, and foxes they are hyenas. They're technically an offshoot of the wolf family, whereas the hyenas are more closer to the mongoose than they are to dogs. The African painted dogs also live in a female-dominant society. Even the lowest-ranking males in their pack still rank higher than the highest-ranking males. Although here on the reserve, we have seen only males with their own brothers from the same litter. We're driving past some termite mounds here too. These tall, orange clay-looking cylinder structures. Termites will make these mounds, and they can find that'd be saliva, spit, sand, dung, dust, dirt, water. They'll do a paste-like substance and stack it together those tall clumps, much intelligence. They'll bake out the African sun. They're about as solid as concrete. They're almost like white
Oh, they
rabbits
can
inside
camouflage
grass.
right there.
Holy cow, these like big scratching posts. I got one last look at these Hartman's Mountain zebras here before we keep on going fast. A lot of you also ask if zebras are white with black stripes or black with white stripes. Tonight I can answer the age-old question. The answer actually is yes. We're not 100% sure. If you peel the hair off a zebra, you notice that their stripes continue all the way down to their skin. So really don't try them
What's
is.
that?
To the right-hand side here are a bunch of wildebeests, those light gray animals, thin black stripes, small gray and black.
What were you
There's
looking
also
at on
a
the
coley
zebra?
cattle, reddish brown cattle, white markings, and then long tan colored ones. The wildebeest are some of the largest herding animals in the world. Those are together herds of over 1.5 million of them, which is actually the second largest group of animals in the world. Next only humans put together in larger herds. The Nkoli cattle, though, they're some of the only domesticated species out here in the reserve. Also nicknamed the Watusi cattle after the tribe that first domesticated them. They're known for those huge horns they have on the tops of their heads that both males and females grow. Despite their large size, those horns are very lightweight. Made of a honeycomb-like structure, a bunch of air pockets inside of them, and blood vessels reach up to the tippy top of those horns. They work the same way that a radiator works for a car, and cool off during hot days like today. Nkoli cattle are also seen as a symbol of wealth in Africa. The more of them that you have, the wealthier that you are. And at night, farmers put them together into a circular structure called a boma to keep them safe. Boma is a Swahili word, which means safe place. To go a detour out towards elephant country, we'll see if goats spot out in that direction. And the African elephant, unfortunately, is an endangered species. They're rich in their tusks, which are called ivory. Ivory does sell for a high, and the farmers got a benefit from the profit off like that these make. I'm not sure about you all, that sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. I think we're getting some luck. I saw a couple of elephants back here to the left-hand side. Whoa. I can tell that is an African elephant for a few different reasons. First and foremost, we are in Africa. And second of all, we tell you their ears. African elephant's ears are much larger than their cousin the Asian elephant. They're also much better. Look at that one here to the left-hand side.
There's gray in that water.
Dana stole.
And also come to the left-hand side here are some greater flamingos. Greater flamingos are lighter being taller than their cousins from the lesser flamingo. They're also larger. They get that color from their diet.
Wait, why do y'all want to go?
Beta carotene. It's because of the pig color. It's the same thing in carrots makes them bright orange. And look closely here towards the front side. There's a couple of little tiny light gray puffballs. Those are baby flamingos. They hatch from their eggs. We're also going to pay attention to the left-hand side here. We don't spot some cheetahs on this ridge. Cheetahs can be really hard to see though because they're spotted coats, so there's a great camouflage on them. They'll spend their time waving back into those trees in the shade. Cheetahs are the fastest land animals in the world. They will go 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 3 seconds. I can see one of them laying down ahead of us here. And they can only get out 60 miles per hour in 5 seconds. They have to slow down. They're sprinters and marathoners. Cheetah's claws are non-retractable, helps to keep grip while they run, and they use their tails like a rudder to help themselves turn while they're running.
Actually, there's 7 there.
A group of cheetahs is also called a coalition.
Yeah.
But they're not the only big cats out here in Africa. We're going to head out towards some cobra rocks. We'll see if we can find a few lions. These cobra rocks are look out. The lions are nocturnal species. Spend around 16 to 20 hours getting rest when they're sleeping. At nighttime,